Why they lose interest once you show yours. You've probably experienced this. The chemistry is great. There's chase, there's excitement, but the moment you show interest, that's when they pull away. It's confusing and it's painful. But what if I told you that this dynamic isn't random? It's not because you're too much or you did something wrong, contrary to what you might believe. And most of the time, what you're seeing has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their psychology, their attachment style, and their deep fear of intimacy. Chances are they have an avoidant attachment style. And people with this attachment style grew up in environments where love didn't feel safe. Maybe their parents were intrusive, always in their space, or controlling or dismissive of their feelings. Over time, they learned that attachment and love comes with a price. Loss of independence, loss of control, and sometimes even rejection. So, they build a defense system, and that defense is distance. So what happens is that when they're chasing you or love feels uncertain, there's no real intimacy or attachment. They feel safe, they feel good about it because their autonomy is intact, their sense of independence is fine. But when you start to reciprocate and form a real relationship which involves closeness, intimacy, vulnerability, their nervous system interprets that as a threat, just like they did when they were kids. Their body usually enters this fight or flight response, and without knowing, unconsciously, they start feeling suffocated. And again, not because you've done something wrong, but because their body is overwhelmed with this feeling of feeling needed, which they hate. So to calm that overwhelm, to calm that anxiety, they pull away in order to self-regulate. So what looks like losing interest is actually just them regulating discomfort. But here's the paradox. Avoidantly attached people crave connection, and they crave loving and being loved, but only if it happens at a safe distance. So the moment you lean in, all these thoughts keep coming up. You're going to lose yourself. You're going to disappoint them. They will expect too much. Get out. And if you're the person that's showing interest to the avoidantly attached, this can be extremely confusing because they might go from hot to cold because, as I said, they do crave intimacy. But in the same time, they're really scared of it. Their body, their nervous system is scared of it, even if it's unconscious. So what do? Most people will start questioning their worth and thinking, I did something wrong. And you start overthinking. But the truth is, their withdrawal has nothing to do with your value. It only reflects their capacity for closeness. And that's something that only them can work on. Unfortunately, you can't fix that for them. And unless they're actively working on it, going to therapy, doing all these things, they're not going to heal it. And only they can do it. But what you can do is understand what's happening and redirect your attention and love to someone that wants to be with you, that wants to see you and love you and understand you and reciprocate that love, that isn't scared of closeness. This